Have you ever thought about time and its existence? Well, time itself is a very curious thing. Have you ever seen a flip book? Time is like a flip book where every page represents a single increment or unit of time. But does time really have increments? Has time already been laid out? Or it is moving with us as we spend it? Or is it an infinite arrow and we are moving through it? Or is it an arrow which is growing with us? There are other factors related to time. For example, time dilation, which was a discovery of Einstein. According to this, time is directly proportional to the gravitational pull, meaning time moves faster when we go near a source of gravity and moves slower when we go away from gravitational pull. Another factor affecting time is speed. The faster you move from a relative point, the slower your time becomes. For example, you sit in spaceship and travel to space. The speed of your ship will be 30% the speed of light, and then you happen to spend 14 years in space. How do you think? Will this journey affect your age? Here are the calculations, proving that you will be younger with respect to those people who are at rest, while you are moving at a speed of 30% that of light. After spending 14 years in space, you will be 6.5 months younger than the Earthers. So, travel to space if you are age conscious. Time is so deeply attached and related to speed and gravity that Einstein's equation of time dilation is being used in today's GPS systems. Otherwise, all the Google Maps locations and directions would have been inaccurate. Our feet being close to the earth than our head. Our head is younger than our feet. How curious that is. A year on the top of Mount Everest is 15 microseconds shorter than that of a year on the sea level. The smallest standard scientific measure of time is the Planck time. It takes you about 550,000 trillion Planck times to blink once quickly. But it's not about the facts. Rather, it's about the true existence of time and the reasons behind it. Why is that? We can move freely in all 3 dimensions except time. Or do we really can move freely in 3 dimensions? Why is that? We can turn an egg into an omelet, but we cannot turn an omelet back to an egg. Arranging a huge pile of papers on a desk and then walking away. We won't be surprised seeing a mess when we come back to the desk, but we surely will be surprised seeing a mess arranged after coming back to the desk. Same is the case with our universe. It all started from the Big Bang, increasing its entropy. From Big Bang to our kitchen, it's all the same. It's a mess. Seeing an egg in a fridge, we cannot say that it's not a mess, because that egg came from a hen, which in turn came from a farm, which is a part of a biosphere, and going on. Like the egg, seeing the situation before the Big Bang, a concentrated mass, we cannot say it's a low entropy configuration, because the visible universe is not all what we see. There is a multiverse from which the universe came into being, and the multiverse came from something even more bigger. So in the multiverse, there is a static place from where universes are born and start moving in different directions or arrows of time. The static place itself has time, but no arrow, no future, no past. Hence zero entropy. So, what I'm thinking of is the universe is kind of like an atomic nucleus. It's not completely stable. It has a half-life. It will decay. If you look at it, it looks perfectly stable. There's nothing happening, and then boom. Suddenly there's an alpha particle coming out of it. Except the alpha particle is another universe. Some people say, time travel is not possible. But what if I tell them, yesterday I went to the future and here I am now, in the future? The sense of saying this is, we are like a ball rolling down a hill through the arrow of time. And it is more likely to say that we can visit the future, due to gravity and inertia. Hence we can move through time, but with limitations. And who said we can move freely through 3 dimensions without limitations? Everywhere we go, we are bound by gravity. Through time or through space, we are held tight in the chains of gravity. Gravity is such a major topic that Stephen Hawking called it as our God, which he, later in his books, rejected. Time itself may not be a very deep philosophical idea, but gravity can be, as it is a barrier between human intelligence and the unknown.